Hi everybody and welcome back to La Capricornia with me, Priscilla Moreno. So you guys, it is time for the May messages and you guys, another month. That's just really crazy to me and wild, and it just makes me realize too like how fast time passes by. Just because I mean I know it's still a couple months away, but I'm like, oh my gosh, it's about to be another year for my babies. And yeah, it's so fast, you guys. But for your first card, I do have the Hangman. So for the Hangman, I do feel like you feel stuck in a certain situation, whether you're like, whether it's at work, with yourself or anything like that. I do feel like you're feeling this way, but I also feel like you kind of have the answer to this already. You just have to follow it through, which is crazy because I feel like your answer might be coming through in a dream or anything like that. And the reason why I say it's crazy is because my dream popped up in my head as soon as I was saying this. And I actually had a dream where I was doing something in my dream, and to be honest with you, I don't 100% even know what it was. It was just that I knew that I had to do something, and it seemed, I guess, like a normal thing to me. But then in my dream, I heard somebody say, "This is the redirection you have been looking for. Like this is going to lead you down a different path." And so now I've had like my, blinkers on, and I'm just like, I guess, looking for that a little bit more, which I think I might know what it is. And so I'm really excited about it. And I feel like that's what you're feeling right now. Like it's going to come to you, whether it's in a dream or just a certain way where either someone might say it too. Like, have you ever thought, maybe you're painting, and somebody says like, have you ever thought about, turning that into a profession? And you're kind of like, well, I have. And it just felt like, I don't know, it's just gonna be very direct. Like it might be something subtle like that, or it might be like me where I was a dream and very direct. So just keep, paying attention to the signs that are coming your way. But I do feel like you're gonna get out of this stuck situation, out of this feeling of just like, ugh, what do I do? I don't feel like I'm going forward. I don't feel like I'm going back, and I don't really, I'm just here. you know. Um, that can be a really hard place to get out of. Trust me, I know. Okay, and we have the Three of Pentacles for your next card. I also do feel like you're going to be getting advice from people. And I would just be a little wary about that. And I think I've mentioned this like a lot, where I've been telling you like, hey, you're going to be getting a lot of people that are going to criticize you because of some of the changes that you are making in your life. But I also feel like you're also going to be getting good advice as well. I feel like somebody, maybe somebody older than you, I heard the word wise, somebody wise, somebody is going to come towards you, and they're just going to give you some like fire advice, you guys. And it's going to be something that it's pretty much something you already know, but it's just gonna make so much sense. It's like knowing, like let's say you're gonna do a presentation or something, and you always get told, be careful on how you pronounce things and be clear and concise and things like that. It's all stuff but then maybe somebody tells you like, hey, just make sure when you pronounce this word, or just when you say this, you kind of say it a little slow so that they understand. I personally am a fast talker, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people notice from these videos. Just in general, I can talk fast, and to be very honest with you, once I get excited, I'm 10 times worse. I'm just like blah, blah, blah. I'm terrible, I admit it. And I think sometimes having that in my head of like, talk slow, um you don't have to fit everything into 2 seconds, especially like the other day I did have to do a presentation, and I had to make it 15 minutes. And so, I was trying to get that 15 minutes in there. So I was talking a little slower and, taking my time and just throwing details in there. So yeah, so I just think, You know, again, like somebody wise is going to come to you, point out some stuff to you that you probably already know, or maybe you, like, you know, it's a suggestion, but maybe you hadn't heard it towards you. And then you're like, oh, like, should I, should I start working on this? Should I not? Should I, whatever. Whichever way, some of that advice is coming your way. But of course, do pay attention for the bad. So if you do feel like somebody's criticizing you, somebody's criticizing you. If you feel like somebody really is coming to you in a genuine, loving way, just being like, hey, I just think this would work for you. And it's nothing like as in, I feel just attacking you. Because there's definitely a way to give advice and there's definitely a way not to give advice. So definitely pay attention to that. Okay, the next one I have is the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands, I feel like something is coming onto your path. And I've mentioned this before, where an opportunity has come into your path. It's come your way. Things have happened. But I also feel like something just got thrown at you. And it's weird because I seen this and the first thought I got was things are getting thrown at you. And I don't think it's with the intention to kill, because it is, I know wood can still hurt. But I just feel like it's more as in like some things are getting thrown at you, but it's for your better good. And it's things that you've asked for. So if you've been thinking like, oh, I just need more patience, you're getting patience right now. Like, really pay attention. And I said this during my, weekly guided messages, was paying attention to what you're saying, because you could say that. You could say like, oh God, please give me patience. And then, your kids are testing you, your coworkers are testing you, whatever it is. It could even be something, as in, oh, I would like to be better at, dealing with difficult coworkers. And then next thing you're just like, oh my gosh, I can't with this coworker. And it's like, well, and honestly, you asked for this. You asked for this because you're never going to be given something 100%. You do have to put some work in there. And while some things do come a little bit more naturally than others, it's definitely having to face those hard challenges. So I definitely feel like that for you. I feel like that's what's coming your way in that one. And it's just very weird the way that it came to me. Also for this month, I do see the Knights of Pentacles. So for the Knights of Pentacles, I do see a lot of worries around like financing. And I think you're really starting to put some investments down, like with your coins. Sorry, you guys. Actually, I got this cough back. Not back, but I got it. And I don't know where it came from. I wasn't even like sick. So it's interesting. But the Knight of Pentacles, I do feel like I think you have an idea and you're going forward with it. Just like, I think I had mentioned before, like I had been looking into like the different types of retirement plans and what to invest in and things like that. But I really do feel like this month you're going to say, stop researching it. Stop looking into it. Stop, you know what I mean? Because all I've been doing, and I will totally admit this, you guys, is researching, looking into it, watching videos, listening to podcasts, YouTube, shorts, TikTok, everything, right? Have I done anything with this coin? No, I know I have not. And I have been so excited and I've been talking about it and it's all great ideas. I just need to take that step and go forward with it. And maybe that's it for you too. I feel like we really do have to work on our which is crazy because my best friend at work definitely said this the other day, it's your relationship with money. You have to improve that relationship with money. And I feel like this is one of the first steps. So I feel like you're going for it. Like you just had that put into your path. And like I said, you guys, it's, be careful what you put out there, because I do feel like us talking about it and putting it out into the world is why we're getting that message of definitely making sure you are starting to move forward with those goals, looking at money differently. Don't look at it as in like, oh my gosh, if I do this, this and this and this and this can happen, because you're always going to live in fear. And on top of that, you'll attract that towards you. So definitely, I see that for you. I also am getting the Strength card, which the Strength card has been so strong in my readings lately. I feel like you have a lot of strength. I feel like the Lion has been so big lately. And it could even be the strength of just like, you know, like keeping yourself calm and keeping yourself, you know, sorry, my cat, I guess, got into my garage somehow. She's like crawled up on the couch out of nowhere. Not showing that strength there, right? Just kidding. But she did freak me out. But so yeah, so showing that strength, and you know, I guess what I'm trying to say is like, you know, sometimes of course it takes strength to fight back. It takes strength, you know, but it also takes strength not to do things and to actually say, you know, well, maybe I should look into this before I start thinking, you know, a wrong way, or I start jumping to conclusions or whatever it is. Ugh. Say hi, Athena. Here she is. Being her bad little self. She wanted to see what my light is for. Okay, and then I have the Two of Pentacles. So you are definitely stuck in a decision, and maybe this is what it's all leading to, where you feel stuck, as in you don't know what to do, but you also do have the answer. I feel like you've been getting advice. Again, look out for that wise person that's coming towards you. Feel like you're getting things thrown at you, definitely. So like I said, you know, even me thinking right now, like, hey, we just had this conversation about this, and actually it was in the month of May, technically. And you know, I'm getting told that I need to do something. I need to have strength, and I need to make these decisions. I feel like a decision, oh sorry you guys, is coming your way, and it's asking you like really make, you know, something that makes sense to you. Like, it doesn't have to make sense to anybody else. It has to make sense to you. Remember that, because I can watch a million videos about how this person went from A to Z, and maybe my A to Z is quicker, or it might be a little slower, but you never know, it could come out better. Not saying that somebody else's success can't be as good, but definitely, you know, there can be differences. And I'm sorry, you guys, I'm like dying. Okay, and I'm going to be pulling my last card, which is justice. So I do see a lot of justice for you. So I do feel like you're going to feel, especially this month with all these decisions that you're making, like I'm finally getting what I deserve. And maybe that is the way you're going to be looking at things. You know, it's not just I'm finally getting I deserve, like I deserve this. I deserve to be happy. I deserve to be okay with this. I deserve to spend $2 on this ice cream, you know, because I have been such a great mom lately, or I've been doing something great lately, you know, whatever it is. I do feel like you're getting justice, but it's also coming in the form of some, you know, affirmations to yourself. I feel like as well, where you're feeling just like, I deserve this. Whatever it is, you're feeling you deserve it, and you're feeling really happy about it. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm going to get your guided cards for you guys, which, oh, it's in the box. Let me get that for you guys. So this one is the Angel Prayers Oracle cards. I think I've just always been showing them. I don't know if I ever actually said their name, the name of the Oracle cards, but the one that you're getting is Signs from Heaven. Thank you, Heaven, for sending me reminders of your presence. So like I said, I feel like you're getting things thrown at you. Things are coming to you like in dreams. Let's see how she's sleeping and she's getting those messages. Things are definitely being shown to you, and it's not gonna be like something simple. I'm telling you, it's like, I'm telling you, in my dream it was very direct. The messages I have been getting are very direct. It's gonna feel like, you know, things are just, it's just, you know, and I think I said that definitely for like last month, where you would just know a lot of things. I do feel like it's gonna continue into this month, but it's just gonna get stronger too, because I don't feel it's gonna be, you know, so simple. I know this is gonna happen. I feel like you're gonna hear the voices, because I'm telling you, I heard the voice in my dream tell me that. Balance. Thank you, just for bringing my life into balance. So again, you guys, these decisions that you're making are bringing balance, are bringing calm, are bringing good things into your life. Even as I said, I feel like this is all very financial too, to be very honest with you, because the first thing I thought about was balance, was almost kind of like, you know, bank balance, which that might not be what it is 100%, but this is exactly what I'm feeling for you. excuse me. And I do feel like this whole time that I've been talking to you, I've been talking about, you know, money and pentacles and advice. And again, it could be different things, but I definitely do feel more about financial. It's going to be very financially based this month. So you're going to get some balance in there. And the last one I have is honor your beauty. Thank you, Jophiel, for helping me discover my inner and outer beauty. So definitely that is a great message to remember, is that you have to realize, you know, that you're beautiful inside and out. And I kind of feel like that one goes with your strength card, because I feel like you have to realize, like, I deserve this. I am just as wonderful as anybody else, you know? I might not have the same educational background, or I might not be, you know, as this person is, or whatever it is. It's getting all that out of your mind and just being happy with you, and just saying like, hey, this is my journey. You know, it's not, you know, some actress's journey. You know, it's not her life. It's my life. You know, she's living her life. She lived her whatever she got over, and now it's my turn to get over my own issue that is very similar to hers, but it's my turn, you know? And I've said this plenty of times, you guys. This is such a me year. If I could, oh, let me get the coffee cup oracle cards. Yeah, but this is such a me year. This is such, you know, it's my turn. It's my focus. It's me, me, me. And then it's funny because I keep seeing that a lot, where it's like the rest of this year I'm gonna focus on me. So I'm getting that. So I'm getting the cat card, which is jealousy and gossip, which again, I do feel like there are going to be some people that might be telling you some things or might be against it, but it's definitely a good investment for you, for whatever you're doing. So again, I think you got to stop listening to people that are jealous. And I think maybe that's what I was getting with the Three of Pentacles, where I kind of got that message of almost like both. But I think it's kind of weeding through, you know, because maybe you do have, like, let's say a set of coworkers that you get along with great, right? It's amazing. It's fun to hang out with them. And then they give you some advice, right? And so then, you know, maybe two of them are just kind of like, yeah, you should do this. And maybe like the last one is like, well, you know, honestly, you know, I wouldn't do this because blah, blah, and I wouldn't want the same thing to happen to you. And maybe they actually are, you know, a little bit more detailed than the other ones that are just kind of like, yeah, you know, or vice versa, whatever you're getting told. But maybe two of them are not really giving you sound advice. It's more just kind of as in like, oh, you know, I don't want to see her win kind of advice. And this one of them is just like, no, you know, I want to see you win, which is why I'm telling you not to do this or to do this or whatever it is. And I think it's going to be very obvious to tell who's doing what, you know. You're going to notice right away, like, the person who's actually like, you know, I want to see you win, compared to the person who's just like, yeah, sure, I guess, you know, if you win, that's great. And you're just like, yeah, that would be great, you know. So I definitely do feel like, I don't know, it's gonna come through like that. It's gonna be a little interesting, so watch out. So now we have snake, which is desire and attraction. And I do feel like this message changed a little bit. So I do feel like desire, attraction, something is going to be shown to you that, you know, is attracting you. So again, be very cautious of what decisions you're making, specifically if this is financial wise. I would definitely, you know, go with what's right for you. So it kind of goes back to that, go with what's right for you. It doesn't matter if, like I said, those two people are like, oh yeah, I would never waste my money on, you know, X or whatever, because, you know, that just sounds like a dumb idea, you know, compared to the one who's like, hey, you know, that actually makes sense because the market and is actually, again, wanting you to win. So there might be something that is catching your eye, and it is a little tempting, but again, pay attention to the one that is actually giving you that sound advice. And the last one is the wolf, which is cunning and stealth. And another thing that I'm getting with this one, and I know I've made this episode before, is like the lone wolf mentality, where you kind of feel like you're your own lead. I am getting that for you. I do kind of feel like that's what you have to be right now. You know, I don't think I think right now it's definitely keeping like a little quiet. And I think I said that. I don't know if it was like in one of my readings or the last months, but like the Hermit card came up, and it was just, again, I don't think you were being so like cut off and in hiding. I think you were just like, you know what? I'm going to keep my next move quiet. I'm not really going to say much. So I think that's what you have to do right now is, don't go out there and tell everyone like, hey, this is what I'm planning on doing. I'm going to invest in this and blah, 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 and, whatever. And then really like do it quietly. Start making those moves quietly and then see where it goes from there. Because I know even at work, something got brought to my attention and I was kind of like, oh my gosh, should I say something? But I kind of thought about it and I was like, you know what, maybe I shouldn't. Because again, it's not that I think this person will get it or anything like that. I was just like, you know what, if it's something that they want, they should do it. If not, we'll see what happens. And it was just, I wanted to see where I went from there, I guess. And it's not that I'm against them. It was just I didn't want to say anything, and I guess kind of put it out there in like a bad way. And I don't know if that makes any sense to anyone, but I just really want to make these next moves in silence, and I just feel like I need to at the time, because I need to figure out if it's something even I can really do, to be honest with you. And I'm kind of scaring myself because I always feel like, when we're in our uncomfortable position, or we put ourselves in a position of like, well, now you got to figure it out kind of thing. I feel like that's what I'm about to do. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so sorry. But I feel like that's what I'm about to do. And it's just, it's a little scary, but I'm going to be great. I'm going to be amazing and I'll be fine. Okay, and now I am going to read your 3 affirmations, and then I'll do your stone for the month. So your 3 affirmations are: today I feel healthy. Today my mind is clear. My body is healthy and my soul is at peace. Today I will not be critical. Today I will not be critical of my appearance or actions. I am perfect the way I am. And today I trust myself. Today I know that I will make the right decisions to maintain a happy and healthy life. So I really like those, you guys, because I do feel like they were on track with some of the messages I was giving you guys. And the stone for this month is Larimar. Larimar is a mixture of sky and sea energy, specially tuned to women. This stone helps restore a connection with the earth goddess and bestows upon the energy of the sky and sea. As you meditate, it can help you reach the spiritual plane and even help with angelic connections, which this one's great. Which, by the way, you guys, this month, I personally have been getting a lot of messages that some of our gifts inside of us are going to be really, really tuned in. So don't freak out if you notice something happening, whether it's, spiritual activity, messages, anything like that just heightens this month. I do feel like it's a good thing and it's for us to work on. And it's just going to be very heightened. Like, you're going to be like, I guess kind of like I said, like in your dream, like, getting that straight message, whatever it is. Even if you're like, I don't know, sitting on your couch and then you could swear you heard someone tell you the message and you're like, I'm alone. So you would freak out. Kind of like I am right now with my cat, because now I'm like, oh my gosh, how did she get up there? So I gotta go help her. But I hope this message works out for everybody and it helps you as always. And let me know what you think, and have a great month, everybody. Bye-bye.